Hi guys!
Hi guys.
We're back with another video!
We're back with another video.
Woohoo!
Today we'll be having a sit-down video. We're gonna be reviewing that
Airbnb in Vermont.
Yep, that nice 1800s house.
Yep, the one with the no AC.
Yeah. So, if you recall, if you saw our videos, we were stranded at that house for the entirety of our trip. Initially, we were gonna go to other places. We were gonna go to like some parks around the area, and we were gonna go to Lake George, which was like a 45-minute ride. But since we didn't have a ride, we were stuck in that
24/7 there.
And I must say, it was a great home. It was a nice home.
For a house to be stranded at, I feel like that was the best house to be stranded at.
Yeah, there was something to do there all the time. So it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Even if we were stranded, there was more than enough things to do, especially just the river alone.
Yeah,
Just the river alone was amazing.
That was the best part because it's literally in your backyard. Like,
yeah, you just
go
go outside. Yeah, we didn't even get to do the fireplace.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to
We were
do.
gonna do marshmallows, s'mores, and we didn't do it.
Yeah, and it had its own path to like walk down the river, and if you're adventurous like us, you just follow the river. But yeah, in terms of things to do, there was a lot of stuff to do in that house. It had games.
Yeah, he had a bunch of games.
There were board
Cars,
games.
Board games. He had a pool.
So they played board games.
They had
like 90s board games.
that thingy?
They had darts.
Darts. Oh,
And
they had a
pool.
game with the logo game. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah. But so while they were playing board games, we were playing with the actual like physical sport games, you know. He had darts, he had to play pool.
He had I think he had balls there too, so you can play basketball, soccer, or something like that.
So that was cool. So we really never
We were entertained.
bored. We were never bored, you know. So in terms of that, we were pretty set.
The house was very spacious too. It had a bunch of rooms and beds.
In terms of space, it was a huge house. You saw that. You saw the living room, you saw the dining area and the kitchen. You saw you saw the two rooms. You saw the living room, and then you saw the second living room, I guess. That one that had the couch that was like a pulling out bed.
How many? I think that house for like 10 people, I think, to sleep.
I think it said 8.
8?
8.
8.
But yeah, spacious.
Very spacious. I had 2 bathrooms, which is always a good thing.
Yeah. In terms of us missing on a car, if you don't have a car, you're stuck there.
Yeah.
You're stuck there. There's no way out. You probably would have to hitch a ride.
The nearest store to walk was 3 hours, even when the car was like 5 minutes.
There was actually wasn't it an hour?
Did you say it was 3 hours? Oh, I think it was 3 hours like total going and coming back.
Yeah.
Like an hour and a half. Yeah.
That's what it would be. It would be a 3-hour journey to and back just to go to the closest store walking.
So you better have everything.
So you better have a car, or you're gonna have to hitch a ride, or if you had a bike. The only thing I would have wished the Airbnb had was a bike. Because if it had a bike, I would have gone easily.
Yeah,
one of us would have gone. Either my dad or I would have gone, and it would have been no problem. The only thing is, it did have some hills, and it's a gravel road.
Oh yeah, because they were doing construction also, so.
So if you aren't experienced biker like myself, I don't think you'll get past those hills. They're very hard hills. They're very hard hills. So that's the only issue. There's not much for you to do walking around. And you don't see people walking around. I think I only saw one person walking around the entire time. The closest town, you need a car. It says it's like a 15-minute ride or like a 10-minute ride, but that thing is not a 10-minute ride. That's like a 20-minute ride, and it's like empty streets. So, but they're nice towns. Like once you get into town, it's like, so nice. Yeah. If it depends how you want to spend your time. If you want to go to like the center of it all, you could get a house there, like where there's more people. Like there's people walking the streets, there's stores, there's restaurants in that town.
Where we were, it was more
Where
like
we were, it was
everybody
outside.
apart.
Yeah. We did though see the people that were across from us on the river.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
house that was directly across from us. My dad was like, he was sitting on the porch and he saw them and he was just like, and they waved back at him. But yeah, in terms of location, it's a nice location. If you had a car, you would definitely take advantage of like everything there is to do. Overall, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, the house was actually really
We
good.
loved it. It was very nice.
It was
But
a good location. And
there
everything.
were some cons.
Not like major.
Yeah, not major cons, but just
It was just
things we
like-
weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Even though I think it did say it on the listing, but I don't think any of us paid attention to it because I think all of us just assumed all these houses had it. It had no AC.
Yeah, I had no AC.
No AC at all. And it did have a thermostat everywhere. Like there were thermostats, but there was no AC. And so we
It
got
had,
there very late.
The little fans in the room.
Yeah, there were little fans. They were in the video when I was showing you the tour of the house. There were very tiny fans in every room, or there was one window fan. But yeah, there was no AC, and the thermostat was actually to heat up. It was to heat up the house.
So
not
I'm
to-
assuming in the winter it gets very cold.
So yeah, so that leads us to that part. This place is definitely a major like visit when it starts getting a bit chillier, like towards the end of August, early September and onwards,
Yeah.
because the house has heat, and I tell you that thing heats up.
So if you go in
Insane.
summer, either, I don't know, take your own like,
Fan.
fans,
Mhm.
more fans.
Or just be good with heat.
Yeah, because if you get hot a lot,
Yeah,
Sleep
you
naked
will-
or
yeah, you'll have to
something.
sleep naked, or you'll have to sleep on the first floor, which is cooler.
oh yeah, the first one.
If they had beds in the basement, we would have slept in the basement.
Yeah, the basement was cold.
The basement was very cold. I don't know why. But yeah, just it's a worthwhile visit in the winter because that house does heat up, and we saw that there are many winter resorts there,
Yeah.
skiing
I
resorts.
personally wouldn't because I don't like the cold.
Yeah, she doesn't like the cold.
And you can't enjoy the river in the winter time. So
So that we can just go like skinny dipping in the winter.
yeah, you're crazy.
Don't people do that?
You're
In like
crazy.
Russia, they just go inside the freezing water. It's like once a year.
Mm-mm, I wouldn't.
But yeah, there's a bunch of ski resorts in the nearby towns. There's 2 nearby towns, I believe, in either direction, and they both, like, on the way there, you see a bunch of ski resorts, and that's where you start seeing more people walking on the streets, more stores and stuff. It's like a tourist destination. So yeah, wintertime, it must hit hard though, because it is up.
Probably, yeah.
It's up there, so
We're 5 hours away from it, so
the winter must hit very hard. Well, I mean, they have ski resorts, so. But yeah, in terms of the host, he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was really nice.
He was great for communicating with. He informed us of stuff. He was very nice. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Recommend, would go again.
Yep.
Great place.
We're gonna put the link down below so you guys can see the
Yeah,
house
check it
that
out.
we
it
were
gets
in.
booked up fast. I think
Yeah,
we
this
were
thing is
struggling
booked
to
up.
find the first time we went, so
But yeah, definitely worth it. Like for a family trip. Awesome. That river. By the time this video's posted, you won't be able to enjoy the river because all the dates have been booked.
probably,
So,
most likely, yeah.
you won't be able to enjoy that river until next year.
Yeah, cause we were stranded, so we're like, could we stay another day? And the next day was booked up, so it's like we couldn't
Yeah.
even stay one more day.
Yeah, that's
But
that for
yeah,
this one.
That's our review. Hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.